Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to do a short mini lesson on poems this evening and take you through some of those and the different types of poems there are. There are hundreds of different kinds of poems, but I just wanted to touch on about four of those tonight. So let's jump on in. First of all, what makes a poem is where I kind of wanted to start. And poems don't really have a real you know, framework. Poems can really be anything. I don't know that it was always like that, but at this time you've got free form poems, you've got everything. You've got poems that rhyme, poems that have to have a certain number of syllables, but really lyrical lines are something that can say that you've got a poem, and also verbal imagery. Whenever you look at that picture, you could easily write a poem about the babbling brook and the greenery, the trees, the sun peeking through the tree line. First, I'd like to start with acrostic poems, and acrostic poems are poems that are created by selecting one word or a subject and then finding adjectives and thoughts in relation to the subject that begin with the letters of the word. So cats, you would do C-A-T-S with cuddly, acrobatic, tenacious, and softly purring. I have not known many cats in my day to be like that, but you know, what are you going to do? So I thought it would be cute for a class, maybe kindergarten or first grade, to do an acrostic poem that would be pretty simple for them. They could think of a D word for dogs, you know, and then O and G, and they could make up their own poems and they could be proud of their writing that way. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about tongue twisters. And tongue twisters are basically challenging pieces of poetry that rely on alliteration and rhythmic readings. They require proper diction when reading them aloud. A lot of people have heard of She Sells Seashells by the Seashore. That's a fun one. But here's another one that I kind of like. It's called Six Pink Minks, and that's fun. If you would like to, you can pause the video and read that, because it's actually kind of funny. Six pink minks think fink stink. Six finks think pink mink stink. Six. See, I can't do it. Well, anyway, next. I also wanted to talk a little bit about haikus. They're one of the simpler forms of poetry. A lot of people know what haikus are, but if you're not familiar with them, they're only 3 lines. The first line has 5 syllables. The second line has 7 syllables. And then the third line has 5 syllables again. And in haikus, rhyming is unnecessary. For instance, haikus are easy, but sometimes they don't make sense. Refrigerator. Finally, I wanted to touch base with limericks a little bit, and these are primarily found in AABBA form. A lot of times these are, they can be dirty in nature sometimes, but they don't have to be. A lot of times limericks are just funny, and they're kind of silly. They're 5 lines long, and each of them with the same letter in the format matches both in rhythm and rhyme. So lines A go together and lines B go together. So I have one, for instance, on the next page. There once was a girl from Peru who dreamed she was eating her shoe. She woke with a fright in the middle of the night to find that her dream had come true. So there you have it. Those are 4 different types of poems. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the semester. Take care.